I was in Bali, and I shit my pants a little bit, and then I got back to the hotel, and I was so fucked up because they were making mushroom, but with alcohol in it. So of course, why not? It wasn't like an official ceremony or anything.
No.
Then I had to get in the shower. I'm like, how am I going to clean myself? And of course, she wasn't going to do that. So like, I locked myself in the bathroom, and I'm like, I took my shorts off in the shower, and it's just I was kind of like trying to mash it down the drain, like a grown man, just drunk and high as fuck, trying to like shove duty down the drain. So that was my official shaman experience.
I still like this core group of friends that I have back in Dallas, and they've all at some point or another told me about a time, and it would be like in their mid 20s or late 20s where they like were in public and they shat themselves, and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you guys? Like, how can you not just like keep a tight ass? Like, I don't get it. Like, and so I carried this flag for the longest time. I'm now 37. I'll be 38 in like a month, but I made it all the way up until just recently, and it was actually you two clowns that I was with, without shitting my pants in public. And I remember like waking up that day, everything's fine. And here's where I fucked up is as one of our buddies recommended, like, drinking baking soda in the water, and I think I had some creatine in there.
Salt.
Too. No. It was zeolite. It was zeolite, which I found like helps remove heavy metals from your system. So I mix up the zeolite and this baking soda water, and I drink it. And we're on the way. We run into you, Lee, by chance. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, I'll see you guys. And I go to turn, and I'm like, I'm just gonna fart all casually, and I just fucking evacuated in my pants. And just remember, and I was paralyzed. I wasn't sure, like, is it showing? Do I make a dash for the room? Do I walk home like nothing's going on? Like, what do I do? I do? And it was the moment of panic and the thoughts that you have in a moment where you shit yourself in public is priceless.
It was great.
It's priceless.
The funny part is I walked with Corey back up, and he reminded me of like when a woman thinks she has like a period mess, when he took his shirt off and tied it around his waist to make sure it wasn't coming. It wasn't, and if he kept looking behind him, so it made sure it wasn't like rolling out the sides of his shorts.
I think I'll share my worst ones. Mine was actually when I was going to do a drug piss test, and I shit myself in the piss test. So I woke up in the morning, felt great, just like you did, had a coffee, breakfast, good solid poop. And then right as I pull up to the place, like the office where you do the laboratory, I pull up my stomach, I'm like, oh my God, like, I got to shit, right? So I know what the rules of piss test is. You can't go in the washroom beforehand. So anyways, I go in there, I'm like, hey, like, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but like, can I use the washroom prior? She's like, no, sorry, you have to do your piss test first, then you can use the washroom. I'm like, but I really got to go. And she's like, no, you have to. So I go in there, she's with the cup. And as I'm standing,
it was a she. It was a she.
Oh, it was a she. She was good looking too. So as I'm standing there peeing, I'm like clenching my butt cheeks, trying to pee in the hole of my shit in, and it just like it just starts running down my leg, and I can't shit. So it's going into my sock, right? Like I'm like, it's just so bad. And so I had to like open the door, give her the cup, and I'm just like sitting there still holding the rest in. She goes in, it's reeks of shit in there, but no pee in the toilet because I can't flush. so she's like, Casey's washing now, so I go in, drop my trousers, I had to like throw my underwear in the garbage, and just like use the toilet paper, wipe up. And so I'm sitting it's the middle of winter, I'm sitting in my truck naked because I had to throw my jeans out too, right? So I was like 29 years old, and I'm just like shitting myself in a public place.
Did you pass the piss test at least?
Yeah, I passed.
Right, totally worth it. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time.